And so we're delighted to share with you that this year's event is set for the 21st of January. Our theme this year is Women of the Dream. We're going to highlight women who were not only inspired by Dr. King, but also worked with him and marched with him and were so committed to the cause that they, in fact, then still live their lives in the kinds of ways that are instructed from the movement itself. And so this year we're going to highlight a woman by the name of Joan Mulholland. Joan Mulholland was one of the folks who was on the initial Freedom Riders. You may recall they went down south trying to test the new law relative to intercommerce transportation. And of course, as you know your history, you will be aware of the fact that that did not quite happen the way we had intended. And they, in fact, encountered a number of incidents of violence along the way. So she's going to tell her story. Wonderful, wonderful lady indeed. We also have Willie Pearl King. Willie Pearl King is the woman you may recall. Well, maybe you don't know this. She's a woman that, in fact, took the bits and pieces of paper she had gotten from Dr. King and began to transcribe this thing she was transcribing on behalf of him to get out to the local clergy in Birmingham. She was the person who actually put together the letter from a Birmingham jail. She lives in Montgomery County. We're excited to have her come and be a part of this event as well. Dr. Ruby Reese Moon, one of our own, who also in her early days living in Georgia, worked with Dr. King in so many very special kinds of ways, pushing forward the idea of education and how important it was, not only for those of us who have the people of color, but for all persons indeed. And also we'll pick up then Fannie Lou Hamer, the Voting Rights Act, and the work that she did down in Mississippi. And also then we'll highlight Coretta Scott King, of course, as she was not only the partner, but in her own right, was able then to move forward with the civil rights movement in many ways, not only working with Dr. King, but in many instances complementing Dr. King. So those are our, in fact, highlights for the program. We're pleased and excited about having Chelsea Green, international artist. She is a jazz violinist. You may recall that she performed for President Obama. And also we found out that she is and was a resident there at the Music Center at Strathmore. So we're very excited about all this. I would also share with you, we've got then our local participants. We've got a group from Blair High School coming. We've got ballet this year. We've got all kinds of opportunities for spoken word to take place as well. And so we're very excited that this is coming, this is happening, but there's one thing missing. And that is to say then, we need you there. Everyone in this room, we need you to be out there at the Music Center at Strathmore. We're asking you to come at 2:30. We'll form the line at 2:30. It'll be free tickets on the day of the event. No tickets in advance. On the day of the event, you get a free ticket, and we'll open the doors promptly at 3 o'clock. We also got some additional special guests, and they are our council members. They are our council members. Every single one of them will get a script today. Every single one of them will get a script today that will have them being involved in this program. So we're not asking them just to be present. We want them to be actually involved in the program. So they will all be there participating. We're very excited about that as well. So, Madam President, members of council, the date again is Monday, January 21st. The Music Center at Strathmore is the location. Be there at 2:30. Start a line at that point in time, and at 3 o'clock, we'll open the doors promptly, and we promise to have you back home, no later than 5:45. Is that right, folks? That's right. All right, then. Madam President, that's our presentation.
Thank you so much, Mr. Stowe. Before I turn over to Councilmember Rice, I have to acknowledge that this is a very special way to kick off the celebrations from celebrating Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. This entire council, along with about 30-plus top leaders in the county, spent Thursday and Friday at a racial equity training led by the Racial Equity Institute, and I'm so pleased to say that everybody was very engaged, and we are now super energized to continue our work to develop this racial equity policy this year. And so I think it's going to be a very great way to launch into this work as well by celebrating the extraordinary achievements of such an amazing leader. With that, Councilmember Rice.
Well, thank you very much, Madam President. And let me just say that it is going to be a great program. So much so that one of your council members is actually going to be there, but not be there. but still be there. So you'll have to wait and see for that. Let me say that folks know that I'm actually headed to Ethiopia tomorrow morning, and we'll be meeting with Ethiopia's first woman president. And Saleh Work-Zewde, who is Ethiopia's first female president, got elected based on her focus on gender equality and also promoting peace, something that ties directly in to the dream and certainly ties into the program. And so I look forward to being with my colleagues, although I may not be there in person. I look forward to being there and certainly playing a part in this great program. So to you, Director Stowe, there is no excuse for anyone, being that one person is going to be halfway around the globe and still a part of this program, that you should not be there. So that's a message to all our county residents and all folks in this room. I challenge you to do the same. So thank you very much for all the great work of the committee.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, and especially to the committee for working so hard to bring us this amazing celebration. And once again, the public needs to be there, enjoy, and we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much. Thank you
Madam
very
President, I
much.
would be remiss if I did not say that today is Dr. King's birthday
Yes.
today. So again, we're very excited about being here today, and thank you again for your
Absolutely.
willingness to have us here.
Absolutely.
Very
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wonderful.